Okay. Sudhi, good morning and welcome to this interview.
Thank you.
I believe you have traveled a long way from Ajmer. So, to start with, introduce yourself with a brief details about your family, your native place, your academic journey, and the exams that you had appeared for towards your academic pursuits as well as towards your career, and reasons that your choices of career have now oriented towards the armed forces.
So I'm Astuti Kumawat and I come from Ajmer, Rajasthan. In my family, there are 4 people. My father is a deputy manager in Rajasthan Patrika and my mother is a homemaker. I have an elder sister who is a teacher in Narayana E-Techno Public School. And Ajmer is in the northwest part of India and it is situated just in the middle of Rajasthan. It is also known as the heart of Rajasthan and it is surrounded by the Aravallis and a very beautiful place. Also, it lies in the low hills of the Taragar Hill, and the climate is hot and arid. And in the winters, it's approximately 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. But if you're unlucky, you will also face 6 to 5 degrees Celsius as well. And it is also a quite windy place. For the tourist places, there is Pushkar. It has Brahma temple in it, and it is very of a religiousness significance. And there is Taragarh Fort, Dargah Sharif, Adhaidan Ka Jhopra, and Anasagar Lake. It also gives a home to Mayo College. And the population is approximately 8 lakhs, and the literacy rate is 86%, with the male literacy rate as 92%, and female is 80%. And also, the nearest airport is in Kishangarh, which is around 25 kilometers away from it. And the railway station is situated just in the middle of the market. And if you are traveling to Ajmer, you should really try the son halwa and pyaz ki kachori with curry there. And academically, I did my middle schooling from Dalbagh Educational Institute, Prem Vidyalaya Girls Intermediate College, Agra. And then I shifted to Ajmer back and I did my schooling of 9th and 10th from St. Stephen Senior Secondary School. And in my 10th boards, I secured 96%, and I was also the English school board topper with 98 marks. And as of 11th and 12th, I'm preparing for IIT JEE examination, and I'm doing my schooling from Lawrence and Mayo Public School. And I've given certain Olympiads like SOF Olympiads, and I've almost scored either first or second position in school. And I've also given Indian Olympiad qualifier of mathematics, National Standard Examination of physics, and National Standard Examination of chemistry. The results are due yet. And why I want to join the armed forces is because I'm very looking forward to wearing that. The flying uniform starting with and with the aviation glasses, I'm very looking forward to wearing it. And I really like the lifestyle and the disciplined, structured, organized way that the defense forces work.
Okay. So, like normal trend, every child's dream to be in Ray-Ban glasses and a flying gear.
Yep.
So that attracts you the most.
Yep.
Nice to know. So, if that attracts you so much, did you try to find out something about Indian Air Force, how it is organized?
Yes, sir. So the Indian Air Force was first the Royal Indian Air Force, and then it was later converted to the Indian Air Force in 1950 and 26 January 1950. And its motto is "Rise the Sky with Glory." And it is derived from the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita when Sri Krishna was talking to Arjun. And its insignia is 3 circles with the orange at the end and the green in the middle. And it has an active personnel of 1,45,000 and reserve personnel of 1,40,000. Also, it has around 1,750 aircraft as of now. And it is divided into 3 segments. First is flying, second is technical or mechanical, and the third is admin branch. In the flying branch, there is a fighter, helicopters, and transportations. In the mechanical and technical part, there are 2 subdivisions, in which one deals with the technicality of the jets and all, and the other is the mechanical branch, which deals with the physics. And there is the admin branch, which looks for the ground control and logistics and other operations. And also, there are a lot of fighter jets in it. My most favorite, personally, is the Rafale fighter jet.
So give me some characteristics of Rafale if it is your favorite one. And when was it inducted approximately? How many we are flying as of now as part of Air Force?
Okay. Rafale, we have around 36 aircrafts of Rafale as of today, and it is originated from the French Dassault company, and it has a length of 15 meters approximately and height 5 meters, and it has a wing area of 45 meters square. Also, it has a thrust to weight ratio of 0.988 at 100% fuel. And one special thing that I like about Rafale the most is that it has a killer maneuverability. It's like unstable in the air, and that's what makes it maneuverable. It has a fly-by-wire mechanism, and that's what makes it stable under low speeds. It has a max speed of 1.8 Mach, and that is approximately 2,222 kilometers per hour. And it has air-to-air missiles and air-to-surface missiles. There is a Scalp, Meteor, Hammer, and it also has laser-guided bombs. And yeah, I think that's what I remember at this moment.
So before training only, you have mucked up quite a few important characteristics of the plane. Fine, we proceed further. Since you are a very versatile person, lot of interests around, you must be having a large circle of friends. So comment something about your friends and particularly your best friends as to why they are best friends, why do you like them, why do they like you, why they gel with you so much, what are they doing in their life, what are their career aspirations, anything about your best friends. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have a great variety of best friends, and I have a big friend circle. But I think the most close to me are four people. Two are Khushi Chaudhary. She is preparing for IIT JEE along with me, and the other one is Samriddhi Kaur, and she's also preparing for IIT JEE. And there's Aarti Singh. She has just graduated from Delhi University, and there is Naina Gupta. She is pursuing her Bachelor of Arts in Ajmer only. And I like them because they are friendly with me and they don't judge me for anything, and they always guide me towards doing what's right. And about Khushi, she is my best friend, and she always makes sure that I study on time. She's a very friendly person.
Okay. Fine. And the other one or two friends of yours out of those four?
Yeah, Aarti Singh is in Delhi right now. She is preparing for UPSC as well. Nana Gupta is planning to pursue her studies in foreign universities. And Samriddhi Kaur, she is also an aspiring defense person.
Did they ever ask you as to why you are oriented toward defense forces?
They think I'm a very disciplined person, and they feel it's natural for me to go towards this career.
Okay, fine. So while preparing for the SSP, you must have read through certain newspapers as all kids do, and you must have made yourself conversant with the current affairs that are flowing and that are trending these days. So can you narrate one or two latest happenings that are happening in the world and one or two in the country, which have got some relevance with the kind of direction that we are taking towards economy and becoming Atmanirbhar in various formats?
Yes, sir. So, firstly, for the international news, there is a Sudan a civil war going on, and there is also the Russia-Ukraine war going on. And as for the national news, there's the hot topic right now is the SIR, and also we have developed indigenous technologies in defense as well. And I'm not actually well versed with the current affairs because I'm also preparing for IIT JEE and wasn't in touch with.
Fine enough.
Right.
Okay, let's graduate to further as to any challenge that you felt while preparing for IIT JEE or NDA. And though that time it looked like a challenge, but how did you overcome? And how do you feel after that challenge has been overcome by you?
Okay. In the IIT JEE preparation, the first challenge was the depth that it was going on the studies. They were actually very challenging to solve all the problems on time. And I actually practiced a lot in IIT JEE, and now I'm very comfortable with the problems and questions of that. So IIT JEE is fine. And NDA, I didn't feel as of in the written exam, it was quite okay. I didn't feel any challenge about it, but it was mainly about the social science. My journal knowledge and current affairs are a little weak.
Okay. If that be the case, that means your strong point is science and mathematics. So, since you aspire to become an Air Force pilot, what is the very basic principle of science on which the flying machines fly?
So the basic principle is Bernoulli's theorem.
And what is it?
Bernoulli's theorem states that in a incompressible and non-viscous fluid, the mechanical energy remains conserved. So that is the pressure, and in the mathematical terms, I'll say the rho gh plus half rho v square plus rho gh, the pressure, the initial pressure plus rho gh plus half rho v1 square is equal to constant.
So if we take that fluid as air, how does this principle get converted into a lift for actual aircraft?
Okay, now that is a very interesting mechanism. So when the aircraft is flying, the air on the top of the wing is very fast. That creates less pressure, and the air on the bottom of the wing creates it's very little relatively it's slower, so it creates high pressure. That is why, because of the pressure difference, the aircraft moves up, and there is thrust which gives it the forward force.
Okay, so since you have about thrust, besides thrust, what are other three forces that are active on a flying machine?
Okay, so there is thrust, there is drag, there is lift, and there is gravity.
Fine. Okay. Now, any incident that you came across in your life, if you recall or if you remember, which was fearful or you were a little stressed out or in tension, any such incident do you recall? No.
I don't think so, sir.
Fine. So we consider that. And any incident or example where in a critical situation you were able to help out one of your friend or the best friend or anyone, or you helped out a stranger also, any such incident which you recall now, vividly remember?
Yes, sir. I vividly remember one incident about my best friend Khushi. When she first joined our study group, she wasn't academically that well, and I was already preparing for a month or so till then for IIT. So I helped her with all the chapters and all the core concepts, and it really helped a lot. And she is doing really, really well right now.
Okay, besides academics, any other kind of help did you render to anyone in life, including the strangers?
I think I'm a very helpful person, sir. So I'm always trying to help other people. Like one time I remember I helped the old lady carry her bags and cross the road. And whenever there's help needed, I'm always willing to go for it.
Fine enough. What is the difference between LAC and LOC?
LAC is the line of actual control. It is the border between India and China. And LOC is line of control. It is between India and POK, Pakistan Occupied Kashmir. And LOC is around 750 kilometers, and LAC is around 3000 kilometers.
Okay. What is the importance or how the Operation Sindoor that was launched few months back in the month of May this year, how it was a game changer in the geopolitical posturing or the geopolitical positioning of Indian might, military might on the world platform?
So for Operation Sindoor hold a lot of significance in the defense, and of course Indian armed forces destroyed 11 bases of Pakistan in just 22 minutes, which gives a message to the world that India shouldn't be someone to mess up with. So it holds a lot of significance.
Fine. Suppose in case, it is not to demoralize you, but suppose in case, in spite of your best efforts and intentions, you don't make it this time in the NDA, what will be your further course of action for next 1 year to come?
So far, I've already applied for the next NDA examination, and I'm trying to prepare the best for that as well. I'll try to prepare the best in that one.
Thank you so much. It was nice having you here. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Kindly subscribe D-Day YouTube channel and don't forget to press bell icon.